what his specialty.
So tonight we're presenting for the first time Proposition E. So this will be on the ballot on April 7th in 2020. And we'll be asking voters to support a $30 million bond to pay for infrastructure upgrades in the district. The great thing about this is that it will come at no change in the current tax rate to our residents in Maplewood and Richmond Heights. The board voted unanimously last week at our board meeting to put this proposition on the ballot. So we really are emphasizing that the district has been evolving and expanding over the last 20 years or more. How did we get to where we are right now in Maplewood and Richmond Heights? The idea of the district being a center of educational excellence, I think, is something that we all really feel proud about right now in the community. Kind of fast forwarding 20 years, we know our student population has grown. Our senior class is about double what it was in 2000. We know that we anticipate all of our seniors will be graduating on time now.
So our expansion right now is growing and our current building stability just can't keep up. If you look back, as I mentioned, this is not an exercise to sort of be put into a binder and stuck on a shelf. This is a process really that began 20 years ago, again, with the transformation of the district and some of the buildings in the district, and this idea of making these places safe and inspirational. Needs like improving the landscape and the drainage. I think if anyone has children at the ECC or has gone by there can attest that this is something that we have to do. And this is something that we can accomplish within the bond initiative that we're talking about tonight. One of the things about this in the outdoor spaces, if you go back at it really quickly, is safe and inspirational includes the grounds all around the buildings as well. And from a curriculum standpoint, it's very important that kids at the ECC have the opportunity to play and to interact with their environment. So these kinds of things, while they look maybe cosmetic, are actually very important to the overall look and feel of the building, something we intend to address with this bond. The high school, middle school, it's appropriate that we started this first town hall here in this particular building because it's the one that's sort of gotten the least love over the course of the last few years from our bond initiatives. We have done things between 2000 and 2001 and 2010. But the building built in 1929, as you can imagine, has lovely bones and structure to it, but there's a heck of a lot that happens with plumbing, and we've been holding things together very efficiently with our buildings and grounds team and everyone that pulls yeoman's work in making that efficient and making it work. But there comes a time when it's important that we address these things so that we don't fall any deeper behind in unforeseen issues that could happen within this building. So if you take a look at this slide, what's really of concern for the most part in this building is our shared spaces. So we have two schools in the building. We have the middle school and the high school. And this is a snapshot of a normal sort of day in cafeteria where you can see a lot of kids are standing, a lot of kids are huddled around. There doesn't seem to be a lot of space. And this is a shared space that the middle school and the high school have to figure out how to get kids through the lunch line, get them fed. Breakfast in the morning it takes place here. This is an entry point for the building in a lot of ways, and you can see this is our current picture. If you remember Katie's slide of the growing number of cohorts and students that are coming from our lower grades and sticking with the district, this is continuing to be an issue. We have a plan to fix with this bond, with the expansion and the redesign of the the cafeteria, ways in which that we can be more efficient with our spaces, our kitchen space, add a restroom opportunity down there as well, and create a lot better workflow for the students, create an aesthetic quality that's much better, acoustics that are much better.